At this moment in time, as a Spurs fan, I can tell you, you can't really ask for more. We're winning games one way or another. It's a new team, it's a new season, and it's a fresh start. And that is exactly what Spurs needed right now. Hey, NarendraTheComic here. Right now, we're just going to be talking about the Spurs game versus Watford today, and 3 points. 3 more points. It is harder said than done, but 3 points is 3 points, and now we are undefeated for the whole season. Let's just end the season right here, and we might actually end up being in a good position. Well, we're top of the table right now. Obviously, that's probably not going to last the whole season, but the one thing which makes this even sweeter is the fact that Arsenal are bottom of the table. Now, I'm not one to be hating all the time, really very much, but I will say, it does fill me with a little bit of glee to be seeing Arsenal 20th, -9 goal difference, not scored 1 goal, 0 points. It's magical. Just for the screenshot of Tottenham being first on 9 points, undefeated, 3 goals in 3 games, no conceded, clean sheets 3. And then there's Arsenal, 20th, riding their way into the championship. And it's amazing. It's a lovely feeling. I know it's sick, but it is amazing. But Watford did not make it easy for Spurs today. They were sitting back, absorbing a lot of pressure, essentially playing like how Spurs have played for the first 2 or 3 games of the season against City and against Wolves, and they did it really, really well. They absorbed a lot, they took a lot in, and they were very, very good on the break. Very quick. Sarr was playing amazingly. Like, he really stood out among everyone on the pitch, Spurs and Watford, and I'm like, damn, that guy looks like a real player. I know Spurs just bought their own Sarr from a team in Liga, but maybe we picked up the wrong one, and he was in London all along. Because of that, Spurs actually had to play expansively. They were playing in a way we haven't seen for quite a little bit of time. We weren't exclusively threatening through counterattacks, and I think that's something which is a big shift, and it's the way we're going to have to play against some of these teams who will sit back, who will not come out of their own half unless they're on the break themselves, and Spurs played the ball about pretty well. But the thing is, while watching it, I thought to myself, there are only 2 ways we're really going to break these guys down, and that is either we're going to catch them on a break, you know, when they've gone on a break, and then we'll break on their break squared, or it's going to be from a dead ball situation, a penalty or a free kick, because I could not see us really doing damage to them because they were really defensively incredibly solid. And so were Spurs, to be fair. I think the back 4 for Spurs have been very good all season. This was probably Tanganga's weakest game. I think Reguilon was good, Dyer was good, Sanchez was good. Lloris was fine, he didn't have much to do, but Tanganga did make a handful of mistakes. Don't know if it's the inexperience. I think maybe he just needs to get back to playing every single week, and that will help. And that will help the way he calculates what he does on the pitch. But other than him, I think everyone had a good game, if not a very good game. Kane was pinging balls across the pitch. Son was doing the same. Ali was doing a lot of defensive work once more. And the way Nuno's setting up with a really deep midfield, as well as not necessarily playing with wing backs, more of a back 4 with the ability to go forward, just like the midfield, it leads to a much more defensively solid team. The problem is, I think you lack a bit creatively up front. But if you're going to win the games 1-0 and get the 3 points, I don't think it really matters. Everyone was putting their bodies on the line from Spurs and Watford. It was a really good game. Probably the best game of the season I've watched so far. I've watched a few highlights as well, and for me, watching this, it was the most energetic, dynamic game of football of the whole season. Sissoko playing for Watford did help with that because there was a bit of jeering, but it was mostly love for Sissoko. He tries really hard. I know that's like the worst compliment you can give someone, but he does. He gives 100% every single time he's on the pitch. I think Spurs were wrong to let him go. I think he's a great player, and there are other bits of fat on the team who need to get removed before someone like Sissoko. But maybe Nuno's looking at it like he wants to get rid of Ndombele, and the only way he's probably going to do that by forcing him out is by getting rid of Sissoko and then maybe Aurier. So it's a very weird backwards way of doing it, but I think Sissoko is a great player. I'd love to have him back at the club, but he's moved on, and that's the way of life. But I do hope he has a really great career, great season, and hopefully he can secure Watford in the Premier League. In some ways, I think it would have been harsh had the scoreline been 3 or 4-0, because I don't think Spurs necessarily deserved that for the way Watford played. But at the same time, it probably could have easily been 3 or 4-0 because some of the chances weren't taken. Delhi had an incredible chance, probably about halfway through the second half. Kane had one sitter and one very good opportunity. And had those been put away, I think people would be looking at Spurs in a different light right now, saying, whoa, they just blew past Watford 3-4-0. But because it's 1-0, people are just saying, well, they're going to struggle in this season anyway, even though they're top of the league. I'll say that again. They're top of the league. 9 points out of 9 points, 3 wins out of 3 wins, but people are saying Spurs are going to struggle this season. I don't know what to say. I'm not saying we're going to do amazingly, but struggle is a tough word. Arsenal are struggling. Someone else who's struggling is Eric Dyer on free kicks. I don't know what has happened over the last year and a half, but for some reason, he's consistently taking direct free kicks. He hasn't scored one, all right? Not one. Stop letting him take them. He clearly can't take them. You know, the amazing thing is Son took one and he scored it. I know he might not have meant to score. He might not have meant to score. But it went in the back of the net and that's all that matters. And Son scored on his 200th appearance. I think it's his 71st or 72nd goal for the club. He's been incredible. Still, and I'm saying still, one of the most underrated players in the Premier League. He doesn't get the respect he deserves from anyone. The pundits say, oh, he's good, he's great. Some people say, oh, he's very good. But guys, he's world class. Like, he is world class. It's just a fact. You can even play him out of position and he'll still score the goals. He'll still do the job. Today, he was playing on the right wing. He's not a right winger. He's a left winger, but he's deadly with both feet. That's how good he is. That's how good he is, all right? He should be playing on the left wing, but because Bergwijn can't play on the right wing, Son has to play on the right wing. Talking about Moura again. The guy comes off the bench and does an incredible job. He has been our standout player this year so far. He's been so good. He's been so quick. He's been pacey. He looks fitter than ever. Turning people inside out on the pitch is wonderful. Wonderful to watch. I will say there were more loose balls in this game, giving it away a lot, but then again, we were playing more expansively, threading together a lot of different passes, and if you lose the ball now and then, at least you're trying to do something creative or productive with it, then I guess it's okay. You have to try, especially when you're trying to break down the team who is defending like a brick wall. So sometimes I guess the wayward passing just about is okay. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, Son himself gonna come after you. Scored a banger today. It was a screamer. It was accidental. You know it was accidental. I know it was accidental. He knows it was accidental. Bill come after you. You don't want that. No. You really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You've been Grant. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 1,000 days now. We ain't stopping until we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never know here. Just how it goes. Also bring the Bagwas. Bagwas means nonsense in Punjabi, and we also bring that. Bring a lot. Bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more. See you then. Skadoosh.